Welcome back to Spiral Secrets. I'm your coach. I'm Tommy. This is your doctor at Posture Doctor on Instagram. Okay, so over the weekend we got to talking while we're doing this, why we created Spiral Secrets, this channel and everything, and we both want to be better. So over the weekend I had this like crazy revelation, and I'm about to surprise him with what the heck I'm talking about. So he's a much better golfer than I am, and I had this revelation in golf. So I'm gonna have him demonstrate as slow-mo as possible his golf swing, and then I'm gonna give him an exercise or a thought exercise, and see if we can take golf to a new level. Don't hit me.
I just want to let everybody know I'm still not a great golfer. I only started 1 year ago, so don't expect something crazy out of it. So, as slow as I can.
Yeah, slow as you can. Just so I can see the movement. I mean, guys, I'm always talking about movement. I don't care about the. I'm not a good golfer. I'm focused on the movement here. All right, that looks. I mean, I'm not a pro golfer or anything, but typically any golf stuff that we see or that I see, you're essentially taught. I took one golf lesson, and you're essentially taught to rotate through like a plane and have a level of access or whatever, and so you come through kind of like that, right? Like a big sweeping or circular kind of pattern here. So if we were to trace it, it kind of go like in a circle, right?
Yeah, it's like an arc.
Grab that thing there. Can you grab that pad? So if we're trying to hit like the target here, if you're not a good golfer, you're gonna end up like striking here or just whiffing the ball in general. Okay, so you're trying to torque around your hips, right? Or how would you describe it?
I would describe it as like you're generating momentum with the hip shift and rotation, and then the club is being directed along that path. So like they'll talk a lot about club path, right? Mm-hmm. So they say you almost want it to move in an arc like this. That's almost like pretty like on a plane is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
So I think if you try to generate that arc with just your hands,
right, it
doesn't really work well. But if you try to do it with like a hip shift and a rotation, like right here, my left shoulder is down, and when I finish, my right shoulder is going to be down, and I'm going to be arcing this way with my body. Whereas here, I'm exaggerating it. Right? I'm here, and then I'm here, and that creates this like arc.
Right.
Is my understanding.
All right, man. I got this. All right, so this is what I believe is generally taught, right? You want to get on a plane, make an arc with your hips, turn, right, rotate, all this good stuff with your hips. The thought was, man, why is this just like a circle? Why not like whip it?
It is a whip. It is a whip.
So why do people, or why did you just say, and you know, obviously you're not a pro golfer or anything like that. Why is this like in one arc? Why isn't it something like
there's a golfer named Matthew Wolf who does exactly that. Like the backswing doesn't matter. You could do anything in the backswing. You could go forward. All that really matters is that when you come down, it's along this.
Right, the contact. This is what I say about in basketball. Everything before doesn't matter until the release.
Yeah.
And so that's, I don't know who Matthew Wolf is. I'm not a golfer, but I'm just translating everything that I know from other sports and movement and stuff to the contact, which is basically the release in basketball. So we can theoretically, I think, right? I want to want to test it out is to whip this and
You could try it.
and crush the ball because remember how we're talking about brute strength?
Yeah.
That's brute strength for golf, right? So an easier version is like that.
Yeah.
And the breakthrough that I had is this is like an infinity, a figure eight with the hips, and it lags the shoulders, torso lag behind.
Yeah.
So you go whoom, 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 and you versus Bryson, who's like
Well,
like
I think all of the best golfers, they do incorporate a bit of a whip. Their whip, instead of looking like a circle, it just goes back, and then there's a little bit of a delay, and it whips back this way. But it makes it more strength. Like, it's not as fluid. But there are some golfers who...
the whip is more fluid, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. So, but so like, all that really matters is the angle of the face and the club path. So the club path, you want to make sure it's along this way, but you can't like turn your wrist too much. You can't close it too much. And so those, they just try to control as many variables as they can, but they might sacrifice fluidity for,
Accuracy on the contact.
Yeah.
No, I mean the club face. No matter however you get this, you can approach this thing like this, and then as long as you correct it at the very last second, you'll get the result that you want. All I like I told you the breakthrough. So it's like instead of lifting or lifting the club back and then shifting your weight back here, right?
If you wanted to, you could swing like this. I mean, ideally,
Right, but okay, so we kind of agree that you can whip it, right? I mean, I think that you should whip it. I just don't think that people do it. So the exercise is understanding how to get the elasticity that I was talking about in terms of basketball into golf, because your body has elasticity, and that's the easier, less energetic way to generate force. So how do you get elasticity in your hips, dude?
You like bounce between them. So you kind of just like bounce between them.
Yeah, you can get that, I guess. I didn't think of that. The exercise that I was doing was counterbalancing. So you go like this, and it looks kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Try that.
Yeah, this is called like opening up the lateral lines, where you go like this. Well, this is like a lateral line, active stretch. You can incorporate some rotation in there. Definitely.
Okay, so I'm glad we're on the same page here. So normally do this. So normally, if you guys are to lift a heavy object, the normal way, the brute force strength way, is to go like this, right? Like if I were to throw this to you, I would load this leg, the left leg, and then I would do that, right? Versus like I'll go this way, and then this way, and then this way, and then throw it like that. And when you do it that way, it's actually easier.
Yeah.
And so why not do that with a golf club?
You could try it. I think if you get too much motion in the golf swing, it's too much sacrifice. But I mean, I've only practiced it that way, so I don't know.
Right, so I'm a beginner. I don't care about accuracy. I know if I focus on the movement, this is my philosophy. If I focus on the movement, I can direct my energy later. So like when I'm playing basketball, I could shoot it with my legs like this. As long as I could shoot it with my legs like this, I I can shoot it like it's like it's the same thing with a golf club at the higher levels. So if we get some heavier, right? So it's like a normal person. That one was 6 pounds. This one's 12 pounds. And so normally it would be like this, right? But if we go counter, it's just like so much easier.
Yeah, you're saying there's a difference between like going like this.
Yeah, because you're loading up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to load up this whole side, and then when you do it, yeah, that one.
Yeah. So it's like a counter shift and a counter balance, because instead of you trying to shift it from right to left, part of me is already shifted left, and then as the left comes back to right, it almost like creates this, not dead space, but it almost creates like a vacuum, right? Where you're here.
Essentially, well, we'll go ahead and rotate that way and put your. So when he moves like this, the center of mass is all on this side. So you have to store up more energy, and you have to create more energy to put up that side. So that's like working out, building up your hip, all this whole rotational side. But if you put the weight on that side and your own body weight on this side, your center of mass is still in the middle.
Yeah.
And so it never moves, and this becomes so much easier, if that makes any sense to you guys.
Yeah. You kind of like.
Right, so your center of mass never moved. The mass is just moving around you.
Yeah. You could really see it. Can you hand me the club? It's a lot or a steel club, sorry. It's a lot easier to picture with the club because the weight is on the end, obviously. But basically, what you're saying is, if I'm trying to throw this club to you the traditional way, this is strength trying to shift the whole. My center of balance plus the weight from the right to the left. But if I do like a counter shift like this, I feel very balanced and very, I can throw it very effortlessly from here, because all I gotta do is take this weight, shift it, and take this weight, and then shift it, and then it's boom, and then it's up.
So I'm like.
So you're saying, why don't you hit a golf club like this?
Yes. This is the way I think, as my mind went through all this crazy process.
We could try it.
I'm gonna show you. I already tried it. I want you to.
Did you try? You already hit some clubs, some balls?
No, I haven't hit balls, but I went through this whole concept, manipulating everything, and so this is a 9-pound thing. Okay, so if you want to swing this 9-pound club, right? You're not going to be strong enough to get enough, force and rotational to swing that thing around. You're just gonna, or you have to work out forever, right?
Yeah.
To build up the strength to swing a club is like not even a pound, right? So it's doable. But if you thought the club was 9 pounds, I would try to engage my elasticity somehow, and so I would drop my hips super fast while pulling this. So I'm going down as quick as I can, and that was the elasticity in basketball I was talking about too. So you drop this thing as quick as you can, and so as soon as you drop into here, you shift that weight around, and then you whip it out. So it looks like I'm exaggerating. No, not like that. Like you drop it, and then it shifts around, and it comes out.
Maybe.
So he's processing it, and I'm gonna try to help him understand here.
Bro, if you jack up my swing, I'll be so pissed.
I am gonna jack up your swing. So it's obviously up to you guys whether you want to adopt this way. I mean, I'm not invested into developing a major golf swing. I'm gonna try it just for intelligence, my curiosity, right? You can definitely do the brute force way, the traditional way. Like it works. It's proven to work. I mean, like I have no investment into golf, right? So down, right, down, and do that. And so if it whips out really good, then you did it right. If that makes sense. Versus, right? You guys see that? So here, loading. That's what that wave looks like. And versus,
Maybe you'd be able to whip it faster
Yeah. I 100% know you'll whip it faster. It's just for golf or whatever sport you do. You're gonna sacrifice whatever speed you have to make decisions whether or not like you can accurately whip it and contact the ball correctly. Like that's not the question. The question is like why not do it this way or try it then.
Because the ball, hitting a ball straight is so damn hard.
Right. But I mean, we're beginners, dude. We can collapse all the ideas of the traditional and just start from the beginner because you have to shift your weight back. When I'm training basketball, anybody that's advanced that has bad habits, it takes a really, really long time to break. So any newbie, if I teach you this way, you'll have to go through all the reps and iterations just like any golfer learning whatever technique they're taught, you know. So I'm 1,000 swings in. I don't care if I switch like between here, whatever
So
club.
you're saying as you swing back, you drop this hip down, right?
The elastic part is dropping this hip super quick, and as you drop that, it's just like the club, right? When you shift your weight this way, like let that club go the other way. Yeah.
And then when you're back here, then you bring this around.
Yeah. Not that big, but it becomes here, and then so you're dipping your hips, and then you're whipping it, so it comes up.
Yeah. I mean,
I told you, man. I told you I'm crazy, bro.
that doesn't necessarily feel like I would be able to do it accurately. I mean, you know, I've never practiced it, so. Alright.
Yeah. Whip it through faster. Like you get it. You know how to move it. Most people obviously won't do it. Do it and send that thing further, man. Like send the power through. So you just have to elastically drop and then
I get what you're saying.
and then slightly, you know, come up on impact or at the end. Right. So yeah.
Yeah. So your swing would look like Matthew Wolf's swing.
I have no idea who Matthew Wolf is, but I'm assuming that I'm assuming that he does something. Guys, when this is happening like pro level speed, you will not see it. You will not see it because it happens so fast until they slow mo it, or even if you know, I doubt golf analysts see this.
Well, no, they do. Because there's so much money in golf. They have slow-mo cameras in golf. But pretty much the traditional swing, I will make a bad attempt at it. But it's like this, right? They try to They try to get some elasticity in the club shaft and in their body, so that when it's back here, they get the elasticity right here. So it's right there.
I wouldn't call that elasticity. I would just call that uncoiling. I would call that like the torque on it. Like that's.
Yeah, it is torque.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that elasticity.
You wouldn't call that elasticity?
I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. I wouldn't call it elasticity because pull the club back and just hold it there. So like if I'm training a golfer, normally I can build up their strength. If I put resistance and tell him to push down and rotate, right, he's going to feel it in his shoulder, he's going to feel it in his abs and his hips and all that, right? So I can train you muscularly in all these positions, like here, rotate a little bit more, and I can train you through all these positions to get stronger.
But you know, like, if you're too stiff in the swing, it's not going to work.
Right.
Yeah, so like, you gotta...
Well, you could be super stiff and just crush it, like, you know, if you have like, let's say 5,000 pounds of muscle.
But you wouldn't be able to play golf.
No, yeah.
Like, you'd be able to hit.
Right.
But like, you wouldn't be able to control that thing.
I beg to differ. I mean, like the result of the ball, right? It comes from accuracy of hitting the ball. However you hit the ball is, I mean, technique. Everything is technique from there. So you can build up your muscle, you can build up your elasticity, you can build it in a torque, you can build it in a whip. I mean, all of that doesn't matter. There's the proven way right now is the way that's obviously the most taught in golf, and that's the one that Dr. Landon's doing. But if you had some 1,000 pound, super strong dude that just, I don't know, just has like so much freaking strength, and he just went like this with, you've seen those lugs, right? And they're just like, boom, let's just say they were super strong. They would.
It still wouldn't go farther than the person who's doing like, even when they create robots to test clubs, they put an elastic part in the golf swing because the club is designed for that.
In the shaft, right?
In the design of the club head, in the shaft, in the whole technology.
Yeah, so I'm saying your body is the ultimate technology. So instead of being mechanical with your hips, right? Just being like mechanical, that golf machine probably just go like this, right? Whoosh, like this, right? Like on a.
It's a little more. There's more lever arms, so it's not just one lever arm that swings. There's like maybe two.
Like an elbow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I want to get the whip through the whole body. That's all. I'm just saying. So why not drop, pull, and then do it like that?
You could.
I mean, that's what I'm tripping about, and so let's take it to the next level. So what the hell? What the hell did I do? So this is 70-pound chain to demonstrate the whip. So if I make your life harder as a golfer, if I made your club 70 pounds, how would you swing it? You want to give it a shot? You want to give it a shot with the old the torque method? With the torque method? That's all I could. He's thinking, guys. He's in deep thought. I love this. We're always trying to improve, guys. We're figuring stuff out. I mean, give it a shot, man. What do you think? Tell the people. I know I'm crazy, man. I know I'm crazy, dude. So this is the challenge. How do we send this golf club, the 70 pound chain? We just did it with the battle ropes, which is 20 pounds or so. It's lighter. Okay. So if we go torque like that, I'm loading up my leg. I'm loading up my torso. I could barely.
I think there's two separate parts to the swing, right? They're two important variables. The first one being like club head speed, right? Which amplifies the distance, right? And the next variable being the accuracy.
Right.
So I think if we try to develop strength or speed with sacrificing too much accuracy, then it's not going to work out well for golf.
Right. But imagine you're a pro golfer and your accuracy was always 100%.
Yeah, then basically, you're just trying to develop speed.
Well, you're trying to get power. So either you can go for power through speed, or you can go for power by Bryson DeChambeau. Let's put on 50 pounds of muscle. Is all I'm saying. So when I'm talking about basketball, you have to. I'm assuming 100% accuracy. Pro golfers, they're crushing this ball with accuracy all the time. Yeah. So their accuracy is already maxed out. So now I'm trying to get that professional guy to the next level. Do I put him on a workout program? Like, hey, let's go do some deadlifts. Let's do some trap bar lifts. No, I'm looking for the better way, and that's all I'm saying. So how do we, which I can get stronger, right? I can go squat 500 pounds, and I'm 100% sure I'll be able to generate power through that. Yeah. But it's gonna take me 10 years to build a pro golfer's body to squat 500 pounds. Right? I'm saying I can unlock your power like now.
Just by
by the elasticity, the thing that I just showed you, whipping the hips.
You don't think you could whip it?
I don't know, man. Give it a try, man. Come on.
You don't think you can whip it like back like this?
Try it.
I mean
it's heavy.
Right, like.
Yeah. So he's doing it the normal way. Yeah, go. Yeah. So Dr. Landon is obviously strong, so he can whip it. Go. Whip. So yes, you can brute force a whip. Of course you can. I'm not denying that.
But you're saying.
So you guys saw how much, you know, like rate 1 to 10. How much like effort did you just put into that?
Not that much.
Give it like a decent one, and then rate it, and then try the other one. What was that, like 7, 8?
Yeah, like a 7.
Okay. So that's the brute force way of him doing a 7. Okay. And so now, you know, he's never done it before, so I don't expect it to be perfect. We're fooling around, right? So dump this knee, right, and that thing goes the other way, and as it shifts around, just whip it through.
Like that?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the timing will be a little bit. How much effort was that?
I mean, maybe a little less, maybe like 6 or 5.
Yeah. So instantly, I made you stronger by producing the same kind of whip. Now go a 7 on the whip. So does that thing snap harder? Like, does that whip come in faster? Does that energy pulling this thing quicker? Right? So that's his 3rd try. I mean, he has to time it up a little bit better. What? Dump. He's not going. You're not initiating. You got to initiate quicker. He's going through the right path. He's going. Hold on. He's going through. You're fine. He's doing the shift of the hips and everything. The only thing that he's missing is the quick drop into it. So that's the elastic part. Drop it, and then you have to find that thing, and then it'll whip. So your hip goes that way. Yeah, something like that. So try to time it. You trying to kill me?
Is that not what's happening in the golf swing?
In the golf swing, so they're starting like this. You're starting the whole thing by going this way. I'm saying start it by dump it this way. So for basketball or lifting weights, right? All you're doing is starting by going down and then pressing up, right? I'm saying just like release your energy. Like release it, catch it, and then come up. And that's the elastic part of your hips. You have to be able to like release it. So, all right, let me try. So if it looks something like that. So. Nonsense that I think about, dude. So here, hold the club, and like it's transferring out, and that's what's making the chain come back. You guys saw me. If I'm brute forcing this thing, it's gonna take a lot more effort. What do you think, man?
I mean, in terms of just producing just speed.
Yeah.
I think it's a good case for that.
Right. So I mean, just think about this. Like pro golfers. So if we max out our accuracy, we're always contacting that thing. Then it's either let's get more distance on that ball by working out, building up our strength, or figuring out how to speed up our club, or a lighter club. Like there's all these things that's going on, right? But no one is. I don't know. I don't know who this Matthew Wolf guy is, but I gotta see him. I'll watch him. This video is getting really long. I hope this guy helps. I don't know. Hope you at least were entertained for a little bit, okay? Until next time, guys, this is Spiral Secrets. I'm Coach Tommy. That's Dr. Landon. Peace.
Peace.